My pranams to Sri Ram Krishna, Sharada Devi, Swami Vivekananda, other direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, and to the Gurudev Maharajis of Ramakrishna Sangha. My loving namaskars to Balabhadranandaji, the minister in charge of Toronto Vedanta Society, on whose invitation I am here in your midst in Canada for the last 15 days or so. My heartfelt best wishes and namaskars to you all also belonging to this Vedanta Society of Calgary as the members of his executive body as well as its admirers and followers. My subject is Ramakrishna Order or Ramakrishna Sangha. You know, ours is a twin organization, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. Ramakrishna Math was founded, Ramakrishna Mission was formally founded in 1897 after Swami Vivekananda returned to India from the West on 1st May. We have completed its 125th anniversary in last year, that is in 2022. But Ramakrishna Math was founded much earlier, at least 11 years earlier. Together, Ramakrishna Math is a trust. Legally also some differences there. Difference is very tenuous. Always their activities, purpose, constitution overlap. So Ramakrishna Mission is a trust, and Ramakrishna Mission is a society. It was registered as a society in India in 1909, 7 years after Swamiji's passing away. And Ramakrishna Mission is a trust. It was registered as a trust in 1901 when Swamiji was still alive. The activities, this division was made for this purpose, that the activities of the two will be different. Ramakrishna Math will be engaged only in preaching activities or worship, etc. Whereas Ramakrishna, all the service activities will be taken care of by the Ramakrishna Mission. But this difference also, for all practical purposes, does not exist very much. Later we will see this. Swami Vivekananda he said that my whole purpose of life is to start a machine that will carry only noble ideas to the doors of everybody. So Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission together, this Ramakrishna Order constitutes that machine about which Swamiji talked of. That will be, this order is untiring like a machine. It has been working, it will continue to work, it will go on working, but unlike a machine, it will carry only noble ideas that will tell everybody as Swami Vivekananda used to tell that you are divine. In fact, that is the mission of Ramakrishna mission. What is Sri Ramakrishna's mission? That is the mission of Ramakrishna Mott and Ramakrishna mission, that is of Ramakrishna order. Sister Nivedita once asked Swamiji that what is your mission of life? Can you put that in very brief? Swami Vivekananda replied, very briefly to put, I can say only these two words. My mission is to tell everybody, each of the mankind, that you are divine, and to show each of the mankind how to manifest the divinity in every walk of life. So this is the mission. This is the machine or machinery Swami Vivekananda dreamt of, which is our Ramakrishna order, that is which is Ramakrishna Mott and mission. So Ramakrishna Mott is governed by an apex body at Belur Math, which is headquarters. Belur Math in India, in West Bengal, is the headquarters of both Ramakrishna Mott and Ramakrishna mission. So Ramakrishna Mott is governed by a board of trustees, and Ramakrishna mission is governed by a governing body. So two different bodies. Legally they are different, but they are also, the difference is almost negligible in that the monks, which are the trustees of the board of trustees, member of the board of trustees, the very monks constitute the governing body also. At present we have 19 monks. The same 19 monks constitute the board of trustees as well as governing body. Ramakrishna order is Ramakrishna Mott is constituted of only monastic members. But the branch centers, Ramakrishna mission branch centers are conducted by managing committees, which contains monastic members as well as the lay devotees, lay members, householder members should be there. So Ramakrishna order, though mainly is an order belonging to the monastics only, but in a wider sense and in an actual sense we can say it is an order belonging to both the monks and the lay devotees. Second convention of Ramakrishna Mott and mission was held in 1980. At that time, Swami Bireshwaranandaji was the president, Swami Bhuteshanandaji was one of the vice president, and Swami Hiranmayanandaji, Swami Bireshwaranandaji was the president. Any problem with this or what? I mean, the distance with me, I mean, no adjustment is required. Okay. So the second convention, first convention was held in 1926. The second convention was held in 1980. At that time, Swami Bireshwaranandaji was the president, Swami Bhuteshanandaji was one of the vice presidents, and Swami Hiranmayanandaji was the general secretary. So it continued for 7 days. The proceedings are available in print in our libraries, not available for sale. There, Swami Bireshwaranandaji, Swami Bhuteshanandaji, Swami Hiranmayanandaji and many others, they deliver speeches at various sessions. So in all these speeches, all the three speeches by Veerasharanandaji that Swami Veerasharanandaji, Swami Bhutesharanandaji, Swami Hiranmayanandaji gave, they in different languages stress this point, that though monks monks constitute the core of this Ramakrishna order, but in wider sense and in actual sense, even all for all practical purposes, the lay members are, as they are also part and parcel of the Ramakrishna order. Now, the genesis of the Ramakrishna order can be traced back to the days, to the days of Sri Ramakrishna sadhana at Dakshineshwar. At the end of Sri Ramakrishna sadhanas ended when he worshipped his divine consort Sharada Devi as the goddess Shoroshi. With that, his all sadhanas, he closed all his sadhanas. After that only he realized. So far he did not know exactly that he is a divine incarnation. Sometimes he felt something extraordinary about himself, that he has tremendous power to help other spiritual aspirants on spiritual lines. But he did not realize fully that he is the divine incarnation. He is never the Sadha Vastu. He is never the Sadhaka or Siddha. Sadhaka means spiritual aspirants. We are all sadhakas. Placing whom as the goal of life? A spiritual seeker spends his life as a spiritual aspirant, and attaining whom at the end of his spiritual sadhana, a spiritual seeker becomes Siddha. He is called Sadha Vastu. Avatar is never a sadhaka and never a Siddha also. We are sadhaka. If we ever realize God, you may call us Siddha. But he is ever Sadha. That is goal to be attained. So, after all sadhanas, after doing the Shoroshi Puja, with the Shoroshi Puja his sadhanas came to an end. Only after that Sri Ramakrishna realized that he is an avatar, he is a divine incarnation, and he came earlier also, and he has come this time also, and he would have to come later also when there will be need of this mankind. And he then realized about his life as well as his life's mission, what special things he have to do for the mankind in this age. So one of his mission he realized to be this, that as it is written in Sri Ramakrishna Digya Master, as an instrument in the hands of the Divine Mother of the universe, he would have to found. Shall I wait? Hello? Hello? So, after his sadhana, he realized many things. He realized one of the things that he has to do, he realized as this: as an instrument in the hands of the Divine Mother of the universe, he had to found. He would have to found a new order, especially fitted for the liberal faiths revealed in his own life. He realized that a new order, he did not mention that it would be a monastic order, but it would be an order. It would be an order through which the liberal ideas Huh? Acha, acha. So it was revealed to him that a new order he would have to found through his the liberal ideas that he had realized in his life, that would stay, that would, as a conduit of these liberal ideas, an order, a new kind of order he would have to form. Not only that, the faces of his future disciples, making whom the pillars of this Sangha, who would become the pillars of the new Sangha or the order, Divine Mother showed him their faces also. So after this, we would find that Sri Ramakrishna would be waiting for his future disciples with the same intense longing with which he waited for the vision of the Divine Mother. So one day will go, every day he would start his day with this expectation that today someone of the new order, of the future order would come. And when he would come, how he would behave with them, how he would love them, and how he would teach them. So thinking all these things, he would spend the day. And when the bells of the Vesper services in the temples will be ringing in the evening, he similarly, in the same manner, he used to weep when he did not still had the vision of Divine Mother, he would weep. Yet another day is gone, but you have not come. So gradually they started coming to Dakshineshwar, and Sri Ramakrishna bound them with love, and they did not realize, without their conscious knowing, they gradually got knitted into the future Sangha. So from the Dakshineshwar days itself, the future order is coming up. And gradually, from among these disciples, the leader of the Sangha also emerged as Swami Vivekananda. He was the most talented, most powerful spiritually, and most powerful also in the abilities of loving each other. So automatically he emerged as the leader of the Sangha. And even without their conscious knowledge, the future disciples who would be the pillars of the future Sangha, the Sangha Janani also, the mother of the future Sangha, also was getting ready. Even the mother of the Sangha, Sharada Devi, also did not know that, but she was also getting ready in the Nahabad. And what would happen? Jogin Maharaj, one of the monastic disciples, he would be his family members would be strongly against. He used to come from Dakshineshwar itself, but sometimes nearby places he has to come. But they are strongly against his coming to Dakshineshwar. Sometimes he would need passage of 4 paisa. So family members would not provide. Sharada, it is about Sharada, Trigunatitanandaji. So family members were very much against his coming to Dakshineshwar. So passage of 4 paisa was required. But that his family members would not give. So Sri Ramakrishna would tell him that go to Nahabad. There you would find that your passage is kept there. Holy Mother would be there. He would never come to Sri Ramakrishna in presence of others, but she would be always attentive to what Sri Ramakrishna was talking here, what Sri Ramakrishna was doing here. So as soon as he would utter that, he was saying that Sharada, you go to Nahabad, she would keep 4 paisa there. This way, Sangha Janani, Sri Ramakrishna imperceptible to all, to the members of the future order, as well as Sarada Devi herself, Sri Ramakrishna was building the future Sangha from the very days of Dakshineshwar. Holy Mother said, later Sri Ramakrishna became ill, sick, so he was transferred to, he was brought to Shampukur and later to Kashipur. So the order became palpable there, palpably visible there at Shampukur. Shampukur, Sri Ramakrishna stayed very briefly. After that, about 9 months he spent at Kashipur. From Holy Mother we came to know later that towards the end of his life, during these 7 or 8 months, Sri Ramakrishna grew somewhat restless regarding this Sangha. He would often say, as we came to know from Holy Mother later, I would have been happy if before leaving I could have made them united. On 12th January, it was later known, the date was later known to be 12th January, on Makar Sankranti, just before Makar Sankranti, Sri Ramakrishna, one of the disciples, monastic disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Advaitananda, Guru Gopal Maharaj, he was older than Sri Ramakrishna himself. So he wanted a big mela, here takes place at the confluence of Ganga and Bay of Bengal, Ganga Sagar. So many sadhus from all over India come there for pilgrimage and holy dip. So Guru Gopal Maharaj, later he was to be named as Swami Advaitananda. So he expressed his wish to Sri Ramakrishna that he distribute a rosary made of Rudraksha as well as a Gerua cloth to each of the to some of the monks visiting Ganga Sagar. Then Sri Ramakrishna, at that time 12 of them were present there. 12, their monastic disciples are 16 in number, but at that time 12 of the young disciples who were later monks, they are present at Kashipur. So Sri Ramakrishna said that you will not find anywhere a better sadhu than this. Each one of them are equal to 1000 sadhus. So nowhere in this world you will find any better sadhu than them, including Advaitanandaji. So please, do please give your Gerua and Rudraksha to them. So Advaitanandaji brought 12 pieces of Gerua cloth and 12 rosaries, and through Sri Ramakrishna he handed over them to Sri Ramakrishna, and Sri Ramakrishna distributed that to 12 of them. Some say that there are 11 were present. One cloth, some say it was given to Girish Ghosh, some say no, it was given to some other monastic disciple. Anyway, so Swami Gambhiranandaji, in his biography, in his famous biography, three volume biographies on Swami Vivekananda are there, written by Swami Gambhiranandaji in Bengali. There he mentions that we can accept this date, this event, this event as the formal inauguration of Ramakrishna order. Later it was found, this date was found to be 12 January 1886. The date is coincided with the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, who was to be the leader of the future organization. Then Sri Ramakrishna passed away, and Holy Mother's role also in here is very crucial and important, significant. Swami Vivekananda, in his speech on My Master, Sri Ramakrishna, he describes this date, then that very sad day of our master passing away came. We, some 15 or 16 young men, we talk of high ideals. We are totally pauper, we are poor. Nobody sympathized with us. Everybody would either ridicule us or persecute us. Only one person showed us any sympathy, and she was a woman. Her condition was still worse than ours, but her sympathy provided solace in those hard days, and she was Sri Ramakrishna's wife, Sharoda Devi. So, after Sri Ramakrishna's passing away, we know the incident. Baranagar Math, Sri Ramakrishna appeared before Surendranath Mitra, and he said, hello. So, that Baranagar Math, that is the first Ramakrishna Math, in October 1886 that was formed, and some of the monastic disciples, Latu Maharaj, Advaitanandaji, Mahapurush Maharaj, they are the first resident of that Baranagar monastery. Then many people wrongly think that it was Swamiji who founded Ramakrishna Mission. Actually it was not so. Swamiji, Sri Ramakrishna founded, and Swamiji gave a concrete shape to it. Before passing away, Sri Ramakrishna, it was found that Sri Ramakrishna would be calling Swami Vivekananda always in seclusion to his room. And it was believed, it was later understood, that he would give him instruction about the future Sangha. Then when only 4 or 5 days were left, one day Sri Ramakrishna, in presence of all other direct disciples, said to Swamiji that you are most intelligent and able among these monks, among all of these young people. So see that after my passing away, they do not go back home. See that they stay united in a place. Love them. You have to bind them with love, and you have to see, you have to take care of them so that they do not go back. They stay in a place doing spiritual practices. So this way Sri Ramakrishna himself declared him, gave him mandate and declared him as the leader of the future Sangha. So this is wrong that Sri Ramakrishna established, Swami Vivekananda established Ramakrishna Mission. It was Sri Ramakrishna who founded the Ramakrishna Mission, but Swami Vivekananda gave it a concrete shape, following the instruction he received from Sri Ramakrishna. He gave a concrete shape to the ideas that Sri Ramakrishna wanted to see realized through this Sangha. People also wrongly think that all the service activities was initiated, that we see this Ramakrishna Mission is engaged in, that was introduced by Swami Vivekananda. It is also not so. The service is an ingrained part of Hinduism. Also, Swami Vivekananda had an inborn urge for serving and helping others, as we know from his childhood stories. This innate urge of service was further induced by his parents, Guru, scriptures and motherland. Reading scriptures, he knew about the eternal truths, eternal spiritual truths. But those truths can be realized in the present day also, That could be realized in ancient times, but can those be realized in this present age also? That the scriptural truths can be realized today also, that he understood after coming in contact with Sri Ramakrishna. Nivedita says in the preface to, in the introduction to complete verse nicely, that what Vivekananda needed is the verification of scriptures that he found in Sri Ramakrishna. But he who was thus the embodiment of scriptures became so unknowingly, because scriptures he read none. But still Vivekananda, the making of Vivekananda was not complete. Vivekananda had to move about India's length and breadth, and after his wandering days, he realized that the spiritual ideals that has been held so dear by the Indian masses throughout the ages collectively, Sri Ramakrishna is an intense epitome of the whole. This Nivedita's language is that Sri Ramakrishna is an intense epitome of the whole. Just as Romarola has said that fulfillment of the spiritual aspirations of 300 millions of Hindu Indians for 2000 ages. So, when Vivekananda discovered India in Sri Ramakrishna, when Vivekananda discovered scriptures in Sri Ramakrishna, then only Vivekananda became fit to present on the world scene. But during this, then only afterwards he left for India, etc. And Nivedita says that what Vivekananda has given to the world is world's heal all. World's heal all. That means all the maladies of the humankind can be solved by what Vivekananda has given, what Vivekananda has preached. But this he has compounded, he has prepared from these three elements: Guru, Shastra and Matribhumi. Guru, Shastra and India, motherland. And in Vivekananda, if Vivekananda is a big torch of knowledge, then in Vivekananda these three flames are continuously burning: Sri Ramakrishna, scriptures, and then India. And out of this, Swami Vivekananda from till Sheshanideva counts the Swamiji's active years from 19 September 1893 to the 4th of July 1902. Why? 1893, Swami Vivekananda gave that speech, read that paper on Hinduism at the Chicago Parliament of Religions. So during this wandering life also, before going to Chicago, Swami Vivekananda came in contact with the sufferings of the common masses of India. His wandering days are known as discovery of India. He discovered positive and negative sides of India. Positive side is India's rich spiritual treasure. Positive side is India's common masses, so simple, so simple, so honest they are in spite of their poverty and ignorance. And negative side is they are being constantly oppressed by the upper classes, their ignorance, their poverty. Those are the negative sides. So during this wandering days also, he is aware of, he is thinking of, he has got the idea of Seva from Sri Ramakrishna already. He has got the idea of forming an order also from Sri Ramakrishna. Now he is having the practical experience of the needs of the people of India, and later you will have direct experience of the needs of the people of entire world. So he is constantly thinking over this, how he can give shape to the order. That's Sri Ramakrishna's concept, about which some overall ideas, some rough ideas, some basic ideas Sri Ramakrishna had already given to him. So how he can give shape to this order, so that the ideas of Sri Ramakrishna could be best implemented through that order. So that thought was continuously going on since his wandering days till the days he passed in the West. We will find here that he is writing to Ramakrishna Nanda his feelings, his experiences during his wandering days. My brother, seeing all these sufferings of my people, especially the poverty and ignorance, I had no sleep. At Cape Comorin, sitting in the Mother Kumari's temple, on the last beat of Indian rock, I hit upon a plan. We are so many monks wandering about and teaching people metaphysics. It is all madness. Cannot some distinguished sannyasis bent on doing good to others go from village to village, disseminating education and try in various ways to better the conditions of all? So the new kind of order, new kind of monastic order, how it should take shape. So these ideas are constantly moving, working in his mind, and you will find that after when he is in the West, with Christine also he was talking about this, and Christine later said in her reminiscences, a complete picture of future training center, future Velur Math. He at that time saying at Thousand Island Park that there will be a monastery, there will be a temple. To one side the brahmacharis will be there, they will come to the temple, there will be scripture classes, they will be engaged in meditation, they will be sent to serve people. So all these things continuously he was thinking over these 7 or 8 years after Sri Ramakrishna's passing away till the foundation of Ramakrishna Mission. Then Sister Christine says that at that time it was unbelievable. All were mere, we also thought, how could a monk can do all these things? But now, after the Velur Math had been established, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission had been established, we think that Swamiji's dream have come true. After Swamiji's passing away, she has written all these things. So then 1819, then Swami saying, so gradually this organized ways of giving service, monks will give service to society in an organized manner. This idea is gradually settling down in his mind, and seeing the Christian missionaries, Christian organizations and other organizations in the West, this idea of organization, efficacy of the organization, the idea about the efficacies of the organization got strengthened in him. That is why in 1897 on 1st May he said on that very foundation day while founding the Ramakrishna Mission that moving throughout the world, I have realized that unless through organization we cannot deliver any permanent good to this world. So this way he came back to India. He returned to India in 1897. He reached Kolkata on 19th February 1897. After that, immediately for a rest, he went to Darjeeling along with many of his monastic brothers, including Swami Brahmanandaji, Swami Turiyanandaji and others. To Turiyanandaji he said about the future order that I will revolutionize the monastic ideals of India. Early revolutionized the monastic ideals of India. After coming back, he formally founded this organization. So, service and religious harmony, he founded this organ. Service and religious harmony, these are the fortes. Ramakrishna Mission's forte are these two ideals, service and religious harmony. Ramakrishna Mission greatest stress is on service. And when the monks of the Ramakrishna Mission initiated plague relief service in Kolkata and service in famine service in Shargachi, in Murshidabad, in West Bengal, and later service in Varanasi, all these things, all these service activities created a sensation among people. So far as Hinduism was criticized like this, that you have no charity in your religion. So those who was respectful to Hindus, they could not defend Hinduism on this aspect. So seeing this example of service rendered by the Ramakrishna Mission monks, direct disciples as well as others, I mean that created a great effect on the people of India, and many people, many young people especially, they took to this ideal of service. Many joined Ramakrishna order, and those who did not, they offered their life in the service of people, Indians, as well as for the freedom movement of India. So Ramakrishna Mission has various special uniqueness. That this service is there. Sri Ramakrishna was always stressed this service. One day, this I referred to in other speeches in Toronto. Swamiji was at that time at Camp Parshi, and as he was doing at Thousand Island Park, here also a few disciples, selected few disciples, he was giving spiritual lessons. And morning and evening fixed hours are there for meditation. One day, in the stipulated time for meditation, he found one of the meat sisters absent in the meditation room. Then he looked for him, he was searching for her. Then he found her in the kitchen, engrossed in boiling something. So he went near her and looking at what she was doing, he said that my master used to say that you can sacrifice meditation only for service. So this is a great thing, this is our strength. And another is, yes, Swamiji was very much fond of Buddha. Swamiji was a great admirer of Buddha. But Swamiji criticized Buddha on one aspect only. That is, that Buddha did not talk of any ultimate spiritual goal clearly. He talked of Shunya. He talked of the methods clearly. That you be desireless, you be self-restraint, then that will lead you somewhere where there will be total cessation of desires, and by that your repeated coming and going, repeatedly you are taking baths and repeatedly you are dying. So repeatedly coming and going will come to an end. This much Buddha says. But what positive thing I will achieve? That ultimate goal assuredly not pointed out in Buddhism. So Buddhism is marked as a atheistic religion, Nastika Dharma. The Swamiji says that no Nastika Dharma, no atheistic religion can survive long, but still Buddha survived on with its pristine purity and depth, Swami Vivekananda said. But in spite of that, Buddhism spread so much only because, so far as Hinduism, they talked of God, they talked of ultimate spiritual truth like Brahman, Paramatman, etc. But they were ignorant, indifferent to human sufferings. That Buddhism paid so much importance to Hinduism, human sufferings. On the basis of that strength only, Buddhism got so widely spread. So Ramakrishna mission and Ramakrishna Math, Ramakrishna order, it has that positive side of Buddhism, that it also catered to the needs of human beings, and it does not possess that negative side of Buddhism. That weakness of Buddhism is not there. We positively show, we positively point out that our ultimate goal is God realization. If we look at the ultimate goal from the point of bhakti, devotion, ultimate goal is realization of God, or ultimate goal is realization of our real self. So we have both the strength that Buddhism had, that we have, and the weakness which minus the weakness Buddhism had. So Ramakrishna, the spirituality, the form of spirituality that the Ramakrishna order stands for is that way we can say invincible. Swami Vivekananda said that at least for 1500 years the Ramakrishna order would, it will stay. And another thing, Ramakrishna mission, Ramakrishna order is a non-sectarian sect. These are the strength areas of Ramakrishna order. Non-sectarian sect. Sects, it has the strong points of the sect. Strong point of the sect is that sincerity. Some set goals are there. The followers of sects are very sincere to the set goals. But minus point of the sects is that its parochiality. So regarding on this point also, Swamiji said that it will have all the strong point, all the intensity and seriousness of the sect, minus is narrowness. So these are the strong points of Ramakrishna Math, Ramakrishna order, Ramakrishna Sangha. Then the mottos Swami Vivekananda said before the Ramakrishna order was Atmano Mokshartham Jagat Hitaya Cha. By Atmano Mokshartham, he meant the conventional form of sadhanas. Conventional form of sadhanas which we automatically understand as sadhanas, like japa, meditation, singing of devotional songs, pilgrimage, reading of holy books. This is conventional, traditional form of sadhanas. Atmano mokshartham jagodhitaya cha. So those sadhanas will do by which we will be liberated. Atmano mokshartham means we will attain, we will understand the real nature of ourself, our self will be liberated. So traditional forms of sadhanas that we will have to do. Along with that, we will have to do good to this world. Now this Jagadhita activities, seeing the Jagadhita activities of the Ramakrishna order, many take it for a philanthropic organization. We should be very much clear about this, that Ramakrishna order is a through and through a spiritual order. Our goal is God and God only. If we look at the things from the point of view of a devotee, our goal is God and God only, or self-realization. It is totally a philosophical, a spiritual organization. It is an institution, it is an order for the Anushilan of Brahma Vidya. So, for the inmates of Ramakrishna order, for us the monks or the followers of the Ramakrishna order, our activities for Atma Mukti, those are unmistakably activities for Atma Mukti. our Jagodhita activities are also attempts to Atma Mukti. Both are spiritual, and the means to convert these Jagodhita activities to spiritual activities are the work is worship and Shivogyane Jive Seva. When we are observing the 125th anniversary of Ramakrishna Mission, we are asked these questions, that you have traversed a long path of 125 years. But of these 125 years, Swami Vivekananda lived only 5 years. After that, you have come along a long path of 120 years. How can you say that the same Ramakrishna Mission, same ideal, same order you are following? So our answer to this is this. You see, Swami Vivekananda was a great leader, and he had the good fortune of having around him other great monastic disciples, and like a good leader, he could infuse his vision and mission clearly and unmistakably in other direct disciples like Swami Brahmananda, Swami Sharadananda, Swami Akhandananda, Swami Shivananda, Swami Premananda. And after Swami Vivekananda, they got a clear idea of what this order should be. So after Swami Vivekananda, they laid this order on the right track, the track that was said by Sri Ramakrishna, Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda not only inspired them, also framed the rules of the Ramakrishna Math and Mission, which was meant for the monastic members of the Ramakrishna Mission. So how the inmates of the Ramakrishna Math, brahmacharis and sadhus of the Ramakrishna Mission would lead their daily spiritual life in these two lines, Atma Mukti and Jagodhita, Swami Vivekananda clearly laid out that. So what happened, that till 1938, these direct disciples were alive. Swami Brahmananda used to say that we have prepared the mold, we have cast the mold, you only follow this mold. So till 1938, the direct disciples were there. And in between, during this period itself, the next generation monks, their lives were built. Swami Shuddhanandaji became Assistant General Secretary when Swami Sharadanandaji was still a General Secretary. Swami Virajanandaji, he became a member of the governing body when Swami Sharadanandaji, Mahapurush Maharajji, they were there as General Secretary, President. So next generation, seamlessly power was transferred. So when all the direct disciples have passed away, they have been already their life have been built at the feet of, staying at the feet of the great stalwart direct disciples. This way, the same ideal is going on. And this mold, as Swami Vivekananda, as Swami Brahmanandaji said, that this mold was cast by Sri Ramakrishna himself. This mold was cast by Sri Ramakrishna for Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda prepared this mold of this Ramakrishna order for Swami Brahmananda and other direct disciples. And they have left behind this. So that idea is going on. And what Swami Vivekananda has written, that in the rules he has framed for our order, for the monastic disciples, that this way we will have to proceed. If we go on proceeding like this, following this mold and following that rules, then a time will come, each generation will proceed, will be elevated spiritually. And one day, when he talked of this, he does not talk of only monastic members, he talks of entire human society. So this way, you see, our sadhus will form their life, but their activities, they will be closely related with the external world. So their life will be Atma Mukti as well as spreading this message to the external world also, through service, through preaching. So along with this, along the progress of the Ramakrishna order, the world at large, that will also be influenced. So Swami Vivekananda said, the time will come, each generation will be elevated spiritually. So a generation will come when the human baby will be born with yoga vibhuti, with yogic power. Yogic power, just one example we can see, it may be like something like this. As Swami Vivekananda, from the childhood itself, he could see Jyoti. So yoga vibhuti may be like this or something else. So human babies will be born with the yoga vibhuti itself. And the time will come, Swami Vivekananda says, when prophets, realized souls, realized persons will walk on every street in every city of this world. So that responsibility Swamiji is giving us, those who are following Ramakrishna order. And Swami Brahmananda, to the sadhus and brahmacharis of the order, just like a formula, he would advise this, that you follow these two ways you should lead your daily life. Meditate, 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 and serve his creatures. These are the two things. Meditate, 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 and serve his creatures. And as we serve the creatures, living beings, we should remember that we will serve human beings, looking upon them as God only. So this is the thing. These are meant not only for sadhus, because Ramakrishna order is not meant for the sadhus only, it is for the householders also. So anybody who will feel commitment to this ideal, anybody who will feel that these ideals of Ramakrishna missions are worth following, they should remember, they should follow this mold. Every day is important. Sadhana or spiritual, for spiritual realization, to make an ideal real to our life, every day is important. So each of our sadhu, not only sadhus, each of our lay followers are also should check our daily life, that whether these two are included in our daily life, which Swami Brahmananda has given as a formula, as though a formula it is, that meditate, 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 and serve his creatures. The meditation, these two elements should be there in our daily life. Swami Ranganathan also says like that. What is the characteristic of true spirituality? He asks a question, are you growing spiritually? Are you at peace with yourself? Do you feel joy within yourself? And do you feel that you can radiate that joy around yourself? Then you can say unmistakably that you are growing spiritually. That can be achieved, that you have achieved, and that anybody should try to achieve or can achieve, should be through these two methods, inwardly by meditation and externally by serving people as living God. So this is the message, the Ramakrishna order. This is a Ramakrishna, it is mission of the avatar of this age in continuum, we can say. The mission of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is no more in gross body, but Sri Ramakrishna is working through this order. Swami Vivekananda has told us that this order is his gross body. And Swami Vivekananda has said he has never cursed anybody, but only with this respect he has uttered a curse. What is that curse? That if anybody goes against this order, if anybody tries to thwart the movement of this order, this movement, these activities of this order, the onward march of this order, he would not be able to do any harm to this order. But the curse of entire order, this entire order means Sri Ramakrishna, the curse of entire order will be on him. So we are fortunate as a follower of sadhu, as a follower of monastic ideals, as a member of the monastic community of this order, we are fortunate, and as a member of the lay followers of this order also, each one of us fortunate that we have got this noble order in our life to follow, and we have got this wonderful ideal, well within our reach to practice, the quintessence of which can be this meditation and service. Each day we should see that a portion of this every day of our life is devoted to sincere meditation and to sincere service to others, looking upon others as a veritable image of God, veritable image of Thakur, Ma and Swamiji, Sri Ramakrishna, Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda. With these words, I conclude. Thank you all. You know this song, Premo Vare Manrega Ho? Simple. Meaning is also clear. Premo Vare Manrega Ho, Ram Krishna Nam, Ram Krishna Nam, Ram Krishna Nam. प्रेम भरे मन रे गाह राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम। अंतरे जतने राखो मन रे गाह नाम, अंतरे जतने राखो मन रे गाह नाम। दीन कांगलेर दान राम कृष्ण नाम, दीन कांगलेर धन राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम। प्रेम भरे मन रे गाहो राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम। अंतरे जतने राखो मन रे गाहो नाम, अंतर दीन कांगलेर धन राम कृष्ण नाम, दीन कांगलेर धन राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम। प्रेम भरे मन रे गाहो राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम, श्री राम कृष्ण नाम। नाम ब्रह्म की जेने मन रे गाहो नाम, नाम ब्रह्म मन रे गाहो नाम। जीवन मरण साथी রাম কৃষ্ণ নাম, জীবন মরণ সাথী রাম কৃষ্ণ নাম, শ্রীরাম 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 কৃষ্ণ নাম।